Hello everyone, my name is Jake. Welcome to my channel. Today's topic of discussion is going to be COD Vanguard, Call of Duty Vanguard. God, how long has it been that COD's been running? 20 years now? And now people are finally getting their head out of their ass. So, by that first statement, you could probably tell what my opinion on this game is. I think it's garbage. Sorry, Sledgehammer Games. I know you've gotten a lot of bad rep through every COD release you've had. But here's the thing. It's not on you. It's on Activision or the corporate heads behind COD, Call of Duty. I love this franchise, and I've been with it since Black Ops 1. And to see it decline so far, I think the moment I really realized I don't necessarily enjoy this game anymore was Black Ops 4 back in the day. Black Ops 4 was, I played it, and it was fun during the beta. I hopped on the official game, and I reached rank 35, and I didn't play ever again until the Battle Royale came out, because at the time I was into Battle Royales. It was chill. I checked it out, and it was alright. It was pretty, honestly, it was nice to have COD gunplay in a Battle Royale. That was cool. I enjoyed that. Now, here we are at 2021, and we've had 2 more COD games since then, both of which have been mixed reception across their whole launch. So, let's talk about the main issue that nobody's really addressing here. The main issue with COD is what people have been saying for years. We're getting the same thing every year. And the thing about Vanguard is people that it's a conundrum, because people were saying, I want the Warzone engine. I want literally everybody in the community was hands down like, yeah, I want the new engine, not Cold War's engine. It sucks. And now after the alpha, everybody's saying, I don't know if I want this engine. Then why did you ask for it in the first? See what I mean? It just doesn't add up properly. I am a big fan of Modern Warfare's engine. That engine kicks ass. It looks like a hot pile of garbage, Play-Doh, compared to every other game out on the market right now. However, it plays extremely well for esports, for casual play, for competitive play, like even if you're not in esports, for anything. It's literally the all-go-round consumer. It's perfect for every consumer, the way that game plays. And that's why it was a smash hit. Well, that and Warzone, because the movement with Battle Royale just worked so well, dude. Nobody was expecting that. So, I haven't played Vanguard. I do not own a PS4 or PS5. I play on PC only. But I have watched a lot of content and a lot of gameplay from it. And I will say, it just looks mid. It doesn't look bad. I'm not going to cap with you. It doesn't look bad. It's very mid. And my bigger problem here is the psychology behind Call of Duty in the state that it's in right now. Cold War was the biggest warning for me that I shouldn't buy another COD game. When it rolled out, I don't know if anybody remembers this, they implemented a system, or they copyrighted a system, Activision did, to where basically if somebody bought a loot box cosmetic or a cosmetic, they would be paired with lower skill players and shit on them, like literally like go 50 bomb. And the other player, it was made to incentivize lesser players than the Chads in COD to buy items that were in the store for real life money, cosmetics. It was a system that paired you with people with cosmetics because you sucked at the game, and it was supposed to make you think that the cosmetic would make you do better. That's pretty rough. Not to mention the whole laundry list of accusations for Activision right now in the workplace. I don't know how they're getting away with everything right now. to be 100% honest, I don't think anybody should support Activision at this time. It's shocking that COD creators are still supporting Activision by buying COD points and buying these, fucking packs or whatever they have nowadays. I don't, the Battle Pass, I think it's called. I don't fucking know. It's just, it's degrading to humans in general, the way that they have COD set up. It feels like so anti-consumer, everything about it. And the worst part is that nobody wants to talk about, and I'm going to talk about it here. Let's talk about how COD makes you feel when you play it. So, remember back in the day, back in, let's say Black Ops 2, because that was my prime in COD. I loved Black Ops 2. You got a kill, and it'd just be a medal, and you would rank up your class, and you were working for your class and your weapon, and trying to rank all your weapons up while getting to Master Prestige. Cool, that was it. And then they would, drip feed us DLC maps. Cool, I was fine with that. Paying for DLC is no problem. Modern age, I don't think you should have to pay for DLC when you paid $60 for a game. It's kind of ridiculous, especially times right now where there's still a public health crisis. So what happened basically, or what I'm trying to tell you, is the newer way of COD's design is designed to make you feel a sense of self-worth. Hear me out here. Every time you get a kill in COD, that hit marker sound, tell me that isn't the most satisfying hit marker sound you've heard in any video game ever. They always just somehow get it just right to boost the serotonin in your brain. Now, this is theory at this point, whatever, but this is my channel. It's my opinion. Please bear with me. Cool. So, that aside, it's just terrible. That's terrible psychology, the way that they trick people into keep playing because of that serotonin boost in the brain. That's what I'm trying to say there. And then the worst part is you have all these medals now, ridiculous medals that, go do this. You got like a laundry list of challenges that you have to do, a Rolodex actually, of challenges that you can do for like skins that look super cool with tracers and all this cool stuff. It's just very over marketed. That's what's killing COD right now. It's over marketed and it's over saturated. It's too basic for modern day needs and gamers. We live in a world right now where everybody sweats their ass off in a first person shooter. No matter what the first person shooter is, I guarantee you will not find one that doesn't have people sweating their ass off on it. COD has never been that game where people sweat their ass off on. And that's because the skill-based matchmaking wasn't there. Back in Black Ops 2, when I played that shit on Xbox Live, mint, dude. Mint. Amazing. That shit rocked. It fucking... Oh, I miss Black Ops 2 so much. But anyway. Nowadays, they just want your time on the game, and then they want your financial investment. Activision has Gorilla Glue bussy gripped our necks into buying every COD game, because these content creators on YouTube keep glorifying it and saying, oh no, trust me, it'll get better. And then hear me out here. I'm gonna get so much shit for this, but hear me out here. A lot of COD creators, I don't know if you ever noticed, they rarely post a game where they go bad, ever. Here's the thing. I get it. You want good content, quote unquote good content, but it seems funny that every game you play, it seems like you do well. Kind of whack, isn't it? When you really think about it. I think we are so brain dead right now in the COD community that we're not realizing these content creators are getting paid by Activision. Okay? How many of these content creators do you watch have a referral code or have a code with Activision to get COD points or to buy something from the store? The majority. You want to know why that is? Because they are paid by Activision to tell people to buy this game, or not to buy it, but to tell them to play it at the very minimum, whether it's the beta, the alpha, or whatever's coming. A free-to-play battle royale, whatever's coming. And what upsets me the most is people aren't seeing that. They're blaming the game. It's not the game. The developers and Activision are two separate entities. Activision, you got to think of he's playing the cards, right? And then the game developers, they're the ones around the fucking dealer, all right? They're the ones around the dealer trying to play against the dealer, if that makes sense. But they have to conform because it's the dealer's rules. The dealer makes all the rules because he's the one with the money. He's the one that has everything. He's the one who sets up the game. He's the one who makes the list of what needs to be in the game at launch. He's the list of the guy who has expectations of what you should buy, what kind of loot drops or what kind of battle passes should be put in at what time, just perfect enough to where there's a drought and people have gotten sick of the game. They I don't know if you noticed that, they pinpoint it just to where people get bored of their game, because they know that they're going to lose exposure, because people get bored doing the same shit every day now. Gen Z has such a not slow, they have such a fast reaction time, attention span. They just literally, it's like hop from one game to another, or they just can't focus and sit down and play a game anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, just sit down and play it. They need that constant switch up, and it needs to be fast. There needs to be new things. There needs to be updates constantly. And Activision, what they do is they say, so I'm going to use Sledgehammer as an example here. So Sledgehammer, so your game releases here at this date, this allotted date. I'm going to give a random example. December 8th. The game releases at December 8th. Let's talk about monetization. What do you think your game's worth? This is them in the boardroom. Sledgehammer says, I'm really proud of this game. You know, we worked really hard on it. It's using the new engine. We've been following what everybody wants. We've actively tweeted out that we're listening and the things that we've listened to. Cool. And then Activision says, that's not what I'm worried about. I appreciate that you are in touch with your community. However, we need to talk financials of this specific situation. Let's talk about when our first battle pass is coming out. My expectation is it comes out January 14th. What do you do as a game developer when you have a company sitting in front of you that's paying for you to make the game, right? Telling you what you have to do and what's acceptable and what's not. You can't do anything. And that's what really sucks is I genuinely believe if the COD franchise was bought out by these three companies, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, and Treyarch, if those three companies banded together to form one company and then they bought the COD rights, I genuinely believe we would have the best Call of Duty ever. You want to know why? Because Activision is the one calling the shots behind what specific monetization techniques need to be in the game. I don't know if you knew this. They put a system in Cold War right before launch, actually. They applied a copyright saying basically that they're making a system to where if someone buys a cosmetic and shits, like, okay, if somebody buys a cosmetic and they're good at the game, they're going to be put in a lobby on purpose with shit players. That way those shit players see the skin and they think, oh, I need to buy that skin. That'll make me better. It gives them incentive to buy it. If that isn't a red flag enough to tell you that Activision is the one calling the shots, because keep in mind, they're the one paying the money to develop these games. Okay? This is a serious talk. We need to have this. Do you really think they care about their developers, much less the community here? They don't. As simple as stop holding on to hope that these developers have any choice to listen to this community. They don't. Activision is telling them what to do. I'm not in the room with them, but I can almost guarantee through everything that we've seen and this lawsuit that just happened that Activision is strongholding these three companies into making a product they truly don't care about. And that's why the quality of COD has downgraded, in my opinion, because they've simply lost hope. Black Ops 4 was the greatest example when even David Vonderhaar wasn't interested in his own game. Same with Cold War. He didn't look interested at all. It just shows me that Activision is doing something funky or is driving away the developers from even wanting to make a quality product for us and for themselves to be proud of. They're just following Activision's orders at this part. So what's my final thoughts here? My final thoughts is, guys, if you really want to change, if you are actually sincere and care about Call of Duty, like, I know everybody says they care about it, but they do the same shit every year. Don't buy the game, ever. Don't buy it again. Don't buy it for a friend. Don't buy it. Don't buy the next game. Don't buy the game after until they have been boycotted. Because this boycott, if we boycotted Call of Duty, I don't think the community realizes how much power we have and how much they would struggle, Activision would, in making these games. And not to mention, they would let go of the three companies making their COD games, allowing them to make independent games and move on and probably make something better. But I don't know. That's just my thoughts and opinions. I know a lot of this isn't really about Vanguard. It's not. I'm low-key clickbaiting this. I wanted to talk about the really big issue, which isn't the engine. It isn't Vanguard. It's Activision. Activision is the issue, and the community is the issue, and content creators of COD. Those three things are the biggest issue. It's the trifecta. First one stings. Second one leaves a wound. Third one kills. Content creators are killing us right now. They're killing the actual fans of COD who have been around for years and care about the game, because these content creators are getting paid to tell you that their game's great. So, from somebody who's unbiased, unsponsored, and is a nobody, I'm letting you know right now, I'm no genius, but I can almost guarantee if we just stop buying the game, that Activision will give up on COD. And they would either sell the rights to another company that could probably make a better game, or they're going to let off the three developers. And then those three development studios are either going to band together and make a great-ass game, or they'll go off and do their own thing as independent companies. Either or, it works fine. However, the issue isn't the engine. The issue isn't Vanguard. Sure, it's a reskin of Modern Warfare, whatever. The issue is us. That's the issue. We keep buying it every year. I bought Call of Duty consecutively for the past 5 years. And every year I've enjoyed it. It's just, recently it's just degrading. It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse with their practices. And I don't know how people still have no fear for what's to come, and how many people genuinely just don't care. They just want to hop on the game and have fun, which is fine. But you really should, because Activision is a big company and they got a lot of corporate ties. This company probably could do things for other companies and give them ideas to spread out through the industry and cause worse problems for gamers in general. So, in my opinion, it's time to stop the infection where it happened. Thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. Have a great day. Have a great night. That'll be it. I love y'all. Zaijian.